in this campus. In the fourth standard, the school did something that no English medium school had done before. They enrolled us for the state scholarship exam. And Mr. B.S. Aute, who was a veteran of the Marathi medium, was specially asked to coach us after school hours. It was the most enchanting world of mathematics and general knowledge that he opened for us. So much more interesting that I remember looking forward to only his class throughout the whole day. And two of us, Nitin Donde, my oldest friend from KG, and I got the scholarship. And we did not realize it at that time, but apparently we had made history as the first two students of English medium to get this scholarship. All because of Aute sir. And I think I should salute Aute sir's memory here today on the Golden Jubilee. All that we realized actually was we were frequently called to Supnekar sir's office, made to meet important looking people and given gifts wrapped in some ribbons. Why all this was being done, we were in fourth standard and we didn't really understand. The subject I dreaded most in the school was drawing. Despite the best efforts of Mrs. Kande, our very, very loving drawing teacher, because I thought I was a great artist, and every time I showed her my picture, her face would be stricken. I think we had a fundamental disagreement on what is a good drawing. Mrs. Kande then made me appear for the elementary drawing exam. Once again, I thought I had performed superbly. Nitin Donde looked at my paper, made a terrible face. I ignored him and submitted my paper. On result day, my name was not on the list. I asked Mrs. Kande, how can they omit my name? And I still remember her reply. She said, Mukund, does it not cross your brain that you could have failed? Actually, I had. And it had not crossed my brain. She then told me, never mind, I will continue to give you 33% so that you go in the next division. And fortunately, SSC does not have drawing. But just make sure you don't take biology or medicine. And you know what I did? I took medicine. If there was one teacher who had the most profound influence on our entire generation, it was the late Mr. B.S. Pradhan. Pradhan sir was a bachelor, a brilliant teacher, and knew how to get best out of his students. He taught us physics, chemistry, mathematics, but in addition, he discussed politics, the Yom Kippur War, the Cold War, and multiple other things with a definite leftward leaning. And our class used to sometimes be a physics class, sometimes be a sociology class, sometimes be a political debate. It was brilliant. It was a joy to be part of his class. When I went to Ruia College, I realized that Pradhan sir had taught us up to inter-science in physics. So I used to sit in the physics class and say, Are, ye ta 11वीत शिकवले. There are so many teachers and so many memories. I cannot take all the names, and I beg their forgiveness. But suffice it to say that this school gave me the most solid grounding for higher education any person can ever have, and the most solid grounding in personal values that any student can ever ask for. And I am therefore forever grateful to it for what I have got. I enrolled both my sons in the same school, and I am proud to say that they have both done extremely well. I remember my days in the NCC, and we used to give the Guard of Honor for guests like the one I got today. I got goosebumps when I saw those boys in NCC. And one young man called Rohit Shinde put this on me. I want to tell Rohit, one day you might be in this podium. The thing I love about this school is the fact that it gives importance to its alumni. When my younger son stood 8th in the board and 1st in the school, he was asked to unfurl the flag on 15th of August. And then told to give a speech, during which this young man, without having consulted his parents, proceeded to tell the gathering that it is best that you play truant till 8th standard and study in 9th and 10th. I could see the principal sitting with her head in her hands thinking, what is this boy telling? And all my colleagues' children next day told their parents, Nikhil Dadani सांगितले अभ्यास करायचा नाही. But the touching thing is, this young boy of 15 was given the honor of doing the flag. That is the greatness of this school. And I'm sure one person sitting in this audience will be here as the centenary guest, as the chief guest on this same stage. In the Western countries, as Vaidya sir was saying, great institutions are built with the help of alumni. I think we do not make use of this resource in this country. And I would like to make a start by a very small donation of rupees 1 lakh in the memory of my mother on behalf of myself, my brother Satish, who is also an alumnus of this campus, and my sons Mohit and Nikhil, to help the school in any way that the school sees fit. I thank you for the grand opportunity and I once again salute my alma mater. Jai Hind, Jai V.N. Sule Guruji Vidyalaya.
Thank you, Dr. Thatte, for sharing your childhood experiences, yet very insightful one, where you have emphasized on English speaking, competitive exams, and values that you have imbibed. I now sincerely request Mr. Girish Pai, our illustrious guest of honor, to say a few words to enrich our audiences.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais and friends, it's my privilege to stand before this gathering and talk on this momentous occasion as we launch the Golden Jubilee celebrations of our V.N. Sule Guruji Vidyalaya. The words Golden Jubilee bring an aura of glory, the glory brought about by founders, teachers, staff, and students. Founders who had the vision to see the future, and the teachers and the staff who had a single mission, that is to give good educations to students, and students themselves who excelled in subjects as far apart as science and performing arts. To name a few, we had our classmate Ashok Gadgil, then Dilip Vengsarkar, Tushar Dalvi, and many others. As suffice it to say that you students are very fortunate to be studying in this unique institution, because for the last 5 decades, V.N. Sule Guruji School has unfailingly sent brilliant students who have contributed immensely to the cause of the nation. Many of my experiences which I am going to narrate today have in fact already been told by Mukund Thatte, so you will realize, you will feel that it's just a feeling of deja vu or maybe encore. But let me say them again. Our batch joined this Marathi medium school in 1955 in what is today's Patkar Guruji Vidyalaya. In those days, English was taught from 8th standard onwards. In 1960, government of Maharashtra changed the rules and we were admitted to this level. English was taught from 5th standard onwards, so our batch was really fortunate. And in 1963, we switched the medium. There was trepidation in the beginning, but our teachers taught us so well that we need not have feared. From 8 to 10, just as Mukund Thatte had said, we are both English medium, English higher level and Marathi higher level. So we were exposed to the best works of both Acharya Atre and A.G. Gardiner, Kusumagraj and Shakespeare, and Pula Deshpande and P.G. Wodehouse. But in the beginning there was trepidation, but as I said, I still remember Kolatkar sir teaching us condensation of water in the when ice cube is put in the tumbler of water. This is the way he taught. Around the tumbler there is air. In the air there is water vapor. In the water there is ice cube, so the temperature is lower. So I mean, anything anything faster would have confused us. But because of his infinite patience, all of us managed the transition very successfully. Then Kharondikar sir led the foundation of our English. He managed to get the best books from England called Heritage of Books and prescribed them for us. And short, simple words, short sentences, beautiful construction of sentences. And for good measure, he made us memorize all the lessons. At that time, we were very angry because it was very tough memorizing all the lessons. But Today we are reaping the benefits of all his efforts. Then in 9th, 10th, 11th, Patankar sir taught us English and Sanskrit, and he was a postgraduate in both English and Sanskrit. And the way he taught English was a beauty. I still remember one poem we had called Noise. I do not know whether that poem is still there in the curriculum today. It was by J.C. Pope. Just to bring out the figures of speech, I will recite 4 lines from that poem. I like noise, the whoop of a boy, the thud of a hoop, the rattle of rain on a galvanized roof, the crack of a rifle, the clank of a pail, the strident tattoo of a swift slapping sail. I mean, those who are fond of tongue twisters can try this swift slapping sail. It is tougher than you can imagine. Well, the way Patankar sir brought out rhyme, rhythm, and the alliteration in this poem was amazing. Well, I can go on and on like this about Supnekar sir, Kakatkar sir, then Bidkar sir. Nostalgia has no end. But all I can, I would like to narrate one more memory and of Patankar sir. Even after my SSC, I kept in touch with him, and I visited him once in a while. And then after I entered IIT, I kept on. I started sending Diwali greeting cards to him. He also sent back the greeting cards. Then one day I got a call from his son that Patankar sir is no more. Well, before he breathed his last, he had told his son that please tell this to Girish first, because otherwise he will keep sending Diwali greeting cards. My eyes really welled up, what concern and affection for his students. Well, I have been visiting the school once every 2 years. Things have changed, as Dr. Mukund Thatte has said very eloquently. The buildings have become bigger, the computers are better, the laboratories are very well equipped, the infrastructure is first class, and I understand the school complex has been named after Kusumagraj, a literary giant, not only of Maharashtra but of India as well. And you are fortunate to be studying in this ambience and environment. But allow me, my dear friends, to say something about your careers. The school will give you a good grounding in science, humanities, and social sciences. But there are a few more skills and competencies which are very necessary for a successful career. For example, communication is very important in every walk of life, and that includes good listening skills also. So please take part in elocution competition, increase your vocabulary, improve your general knowledge. It will be very useful to you later on in life. And also next comes interpersonal skills, which means establishing an instant rapport with everybody around you. Well, today you have a rainbow of career choices before you. In our times, a good career meant opting for either engineering or medicine. So you can see for yourself, I am an engineer and Dr. Mukund Thatte is a doctor. But today, with the thriving television industry and sports competitions like IPL, IBL, you can go for media, arts, advertising, sports, even pure science. Well, the only condition is that you have to put your heart and soul in it, and there will be temptations in the way. Please don't get distracted in the process. There is a saying in Japanese language which says that God has given us a gold key which will open the doors to heaven. Well, the catch is the same key will also open the door to hell. The message is loud and clear. Whether to go for upgrading things in life or degrading things in life is entirely in your hands. Well, before I close, I want to tell a small incident and experience I had in Netherlands. I met a very talkative taxi driver there, and he told me he had come to India very often. I told him where he had come, where he had gone to in India. He said, I was expecting he will say Bombay, Delhi, Agra, Jaipur, Goa. But he said he had gone to Bid, Jalna, Nanded, Jalgaon, and I was astonished. I said,